don't want to stay here. You're just upsetting my flowers. Get home.
Alright, well, this is the barrel exhaust fan in my shop. Just some old beast barrel fan from out of a furnace or something, I don't know. It wasn't in anything when I found it at the dump. It was just sitting there with no motor on it, so. Although I did find a half-horse motor that day in the metal pile. So maybe that was it, I don't know. But regardless, I've just got a little quarter-horse motor on it right now. That's all I need. It's got a gigantic driven pulley on it there. I don't know, I'll measure it when we go up there. And I don't have it even dialed all the way up on that little adjustable primary pulley. So it's spinning pretty slow, but it still moves a ton of air. Honestly, this thing moves pretty much just as much air as that thing does with like half the noise. You could put a 1/3 or even a half horsepower motor and spin it up a lot faster, and man, that thing would be like insane. But right now, the way it is, it's just right for this shop. Someday I'm planning on having my desks sitting here. I'm going to have like a couple of legit outlets right here, and then I'm going to run like a 14 gauge cord or maybe even a 12 gauge down from that fan and just have it plug in. That would be just all I'd ever need. But for now, I didn't have any 12 gauge cord and it's kind of expensive, so I just put on this 16 gauge cord I had lying around. It's brand new cord, but it can run this fan just fine, but I'd prefer to have a little lower gauge. Of course, it's all messy in here right now. We just drug out the old 400 and we're kind of working on it and getting it back to life. I'll crawl back here and plug her in. And that's it. It's super quiet, as you can tell. Like, I can easily leave this thing run all day and it's just doesn't even bother me at all. Quite a bit of difference compared to that regular exhaust fan up beside it there. We're going to try to put a tape measure by this thing, and first of all we'll measure the pulley. Looks like it's about 9.5 inches. I believe this is a 3¼ inch. And across, 15.5 inches. About. The fan opening here is about 11 inches. This is probably the biggest barrel fan that I own. Show you these pictures I took with my phone of the writing on the barrel fan before I put the motor on it. 1964, that's an oldie. Model number was G12. It's like I can't even see what I'm doing here. Yeah, when I started that video I thought no big deal, I'll just record myself oiling it. No way. Once you're up there and you got your camera in the hand that you should be stabilizing yourself with, not trying to get the shot of you putting oil in the thing. So I'm unplugging it and I'm just going to oil it off camera so I can do it safely, and we'll report back after the oiling. Well, I got the bearings on the blower fan oiled up here. This side too. And I got the motor's bearings oiled up. I believe I oiled the barrel fan just before I put this thing up, like early last year. I don't believe I oiled the motor for some reason. I don't know if I just ran out of oil or what. So this will be the first time I ever oiled that motor. I'm excited to see if it sounds or acts any different. Alright, I give it some time to soak in and ran it a little bit. See if it sounds any different after an oiling. See if the spin down's any longer. I don't know if you're going to hear that on the camera. Kind of get an idea there. Well, I guess that's about it for this thing. I guess that one's next. Alright, well, I'll finally decide to show you guys my 3/4, or put like a 3/4, what do you call it? Like a legit out. Someday I plan on having a legit measure. Oh man, do I even have one in here? Oh, I didn't get the oil either, so I guess we could run back to the shed. Well, we couldn't be any closer to the friggin' thing. Of course my camera's makes it look like I'm just 2 inches from the fan. Anyways. Oh, that's just a little awkward. I can't see. 1964. It's an oldie.